So, all right, Shalom. It's the brother Yawanathan. About out of Wam coming at you another lesson. The spirit and power Yahweh Shemal Shai. First and foremost, as always, I'm going to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh by Shemal Shai by Shema Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone and Well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. All right, I'm going to title this lesson, "Will the Trump verdict incite a civil war?" or something to that effect. Not going to make it very long, but I just want to touch on this. As you brothers and sisters know that Nero, better yet, I might entitle that Nero. Will it Nero's guilty verdict incite civil war? But anyways, you brothers and sisters know that he was found guilty on all 36 charges. All right, in that so-called hush money trial. All right, and his MAGA supporters not very happy, and other so-called Trump supporters, and they're threatening civil war, which is scriptural. All right, you had last month, I believe, you had a movie entitled Civil War, which pretty much Esau. It's like Esau's way of prophesying, which you call it predictive programming. All right, he has what you call predictive programming of his way of prophesying on the left hand. Okay, but nevertheless, you had that movie. All right, so he's pretty much telling you what's about to happen, and pretty much this is all theatrics. We know the world's a stage, or as that saying goes, and it's to stir the people up. Okay, I'm gonna get in a little bit of this article. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. All right, like I said, it ain't gonna be long at all. I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures and be out. All right, it says MAGA supporters threaten civil war in the wake of Donald Trump's guilty verdict. Okay, that's the title of it from Yahoo News. All right, it says MAGA activists have suggested that a civil war might break out. It ain't a matter of might, it's a matter of when, and it's going to happen. By the way, it says MAGA activists have suggested a civil war might break out in response to Donald Trump's guilty verdict. Trump was found guilty on all 34 count charges for falsifying company records to cover up a $130,000 payment he made to former adult film star Stormy Daniels. So it's all over a goddamn porn star bitch. Okay. It says the supporters of Donald Trump still plan on voting for him despite the conviction and the upcoming sentencing in July, which there was a source that said it won't affect him running. He can still run, but they say if he's elected, he'll be the first convicted felon as a president, or president with the first president with a felony charge. Okay, so this is all staged. And by the way, another thing to touch on that, man, you got Jake that are convicted felons out here, but they can't even get a goddamn job, man. But here it is, this motherfucker can still run for president as a convicted felon. I'm just throwing that out there, man. That shows you how this devil operates, man. It says Trump's MAGA supporters, Trump's MAGA supporters are very displeased with the guilty verdict handed to the former president in his New York hush money trial. And there's going to be uprisings, okay, from this, most likely. It's stirring the people up, which you got your agent provocateurs out there that's Esau's going to use to stir this whole thing up. It's also called order ab chaos, which means order out of chaos. Okay, order out of chaos from the Latin. But you're gonna have these peons that actually think all this shit is real, and because these simpletons out here actually think that these so-called presidents are for their well-being, man. All right, which they're lost in the sauce when it comes to that, man, because they don't give a damn about you people, man. They doing the bidding of the elites, because at the end of the day, the Lord is using the elites to pretty much control this world, man, on the left hand. All right, by the orders of Satan. All right. Let me see. I'm going to read a little bit more. It says activists loyal to the group have now warned that a civil war looms in response to the verdict of fans continue to question what it means for Trump's 2024 election candidacy. Okay. It says, taking to X, Joe Monarino, a political commentator, wrote, "The Civil War just begun. We no longer live in a democracy." See, so they're going to divide these devils, which is a beautiful thing to see. They divided amongst themselves, man. All right, they're going to be divided into groups. Certain devils going to branch off from America and start their own thing. Okay, so hey, this is beautiful what we're seeing, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get some scriptures, and I'm gonna close out. We're gonna start out in the book of Matthew, the 12th chapter. We're gonna start at the 25th verse. Okay, this is Matthew 12 and 25. It says, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them," getting to the point, "Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation." And we know, according to the Bible, America is going to be a desolation. It's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. So by these devils being divided, man, it's only imploding their own society. Like I said before, the word implode basically means the destruction from the inside. They're already destroying their economy from the inside. Their infrastructure is all fucked up. Okay, or America's support is all effed up. So that's destruction in itself. And on top of that, like I said, they're divided. So it says again, every kingdom divided, and these words are in red from Yahushua. It says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So these devils, okay, and America's not going to be able to stand much longer because they're divided amongst each other. Okay. It says, "And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. See, how shall then his kingdom stand?" So that proves the so-called white man is Satan, man, because they can't even get along. That's why you got Democrats, Republicans, that division. That's division in itself. The Independent Party, the Green Tea Party or whatever. You got MAGA. As I went into that article, MAGA, group called MAGA for Trump. So they're divided, man. They ain't in agreement. The scriptures speak of how you got to be in one mind. If that's applying to the brotherhood, we all must be in one mind. All right. So if you ain't in one mind, it's going to be conflict, and with conflict comes destruction. So that's what is happening with these devils, these Edomites, man. They bring about their own destruction, their own demise, because they're divided. Okay? And we know the Lord said he was going to bring division pursuant to Matthew, the 10th chapter. Okay? So it's all orchestrated by Yahweh Shema Shai at the end of the day. Okay? So civil war is brewing. It's imminent, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to end it off with this scripture. Okay? Because these devils at the same time, they're going to feel betrayed by their government. And it's going to cause this, which is sedition. Let's get 2nd Ezra. I'm going to end it off. This scripture, 2nd Ezra 15. I'm going to get straight to the point. Yep. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Starting at verse 15, it says, "For the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." See, that's biblical. Civil war is biblical, man. They're going to fight each other. They're going to shoot out. They're going to take it to the streets, so to speak. It's going to be bloodshed. Okay? That order of KO. Verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand against their power." So they ain't going to regard their mayors, governors, senators, a president. You already got certain devils out there talking about F Joe Biden. You know, they so hard against Biden. They hate Biden. They can't stand him. You got certain devils that's against Trump. Certain devils were cheering when Trump got convicted. So they divided. Again, they're divided against each other. And that's going to cause further division. And it's going to cause an all-out civil war. Okay? So, hey, this is beautiful, man. We in beautiful times, brothers and sisters, to see these devils, these fucking crackers divided against each other, man. And that's the going to bring about our kingdom, starting with Yahushua. Yahushua's kingdom, ultimately. It's going to bring about the kingdom of heaven. So these things got to happen. Okay? So I'm going to end it off on there. Hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm signing off. Again, by saying all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great minister and well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. Throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. I say Shalom, Kwame Ashala, and Abba Ball. Shalom.